towards the end of my hike here, I was trying to tune into what this reading was trying to say. And I just kept getting like really, really fast energy. Can't really settle on something. And so I decided to pull a card. I got the Two of Pentacles. It makes a lot of sense. It's about this juggling sense of, do I take this step? Do I do this? It's all these what ifs, lots of fast moving thoughts. And, we're in Aries season, right? We're experiencing a lot of Aries planets, and in the season in particular. And so as we move through this energy, it can feel like I'm ready to start, I'm ready to do this. But you're waiting, or you're juggling, or you have too much going on in your head, in your hands, in your physical world. So let's try to narrow it down. Right away, Judgment and the Sun came out. So you're definitely seeing the steps that you're needing to take and the repercussions, in a sense, of your actions, and a call to action. I feel like it's like you're seeing the light ahead. And I kind of was getting that feeling like in the now that I even started this reading, I just got taken aback, right? And it's like, wait, I didn't tune in, I didn't breathe, I didn't take a deep breath with you guys. So let's just do that real quick, right? And I just asked that we're grounded, present, and open to receive messages, right? It's like you're so ready to get to the next step. And with the Sun in Judgment, it's like you can see the spotlight ahead, the light, at the end of the tunnel, per se. But it's like the steps to get there, the things that you're having to do, you don't maybe exactly see, or maybe you're seeing too much. Maybe you feel kind of alone in this. So let's go ahead and clarify the Judgment. What's the Judgment card about? Eight of Wands, Magician, wanting to have what you have right away. It's to me, it's kind of like what we will kind of come to believe manifestation is. You set your mind to a goal, right? And look, Tower at the bottom of the deck. You set your mind to a goal, you manifest it, and it's kind of an oversimplification of a process that can take a lot of attunement and agency and awareness and stillness and patience. And so I think as you keep trying to move that energy, you're kind of feeling, again, the repercussions, the consequences of your thoughts. One thing that I used to say when I was with one-on-one clients is that, it's that sense of being careful what you ask for, right? You want more patience in a situation, and sometimes you're shown how to become more patient because you're learning that, you're adapting to it, and you're trying to integrate something. And so it is being very careful, I think, right now about how you choose to put your energy, what you're thinking about, because the Tower is here to restructure that. You're seeing very quickly the things that are working for you and the things that are not working for you. And if you choose to keep going about those things in a roundabout way, you're seeing the light, you're seeing what's holding you back, what's suppressing your energy. And if you're going to stay in the loop, then that's what's going to happen. But I think really this is showing you a brand new start. Aries, being the first sign in the zodiac, right, wants that for us. It's that newness of having gone through a complete cycle and starting over again. So let's look closer at the Tower. What is the Tower asking you to restructure? Emperor, very much Aries energy. The Star card, Nine of Pentacles. Emperor was here, it flipped out. So to me, that's kind of like the nice energy of Aquarius sextiling Aries, right? It's that assistance. It's Aquarius is showing up here, the Star card, the vision, the hope, your dream, right? Your light, your North Star, with everything that's being restructured with Pluto being so new in Aquarius these last few years, but this year, you know, in particular, right? We're now really feeling that energy because it's not retrograding back into Capricorn like it had been. And so when you can have that solid vision that you can stick to with your independence, both of these signs are very independent. Aries might ask for help, but they're not going to sit around and wait for your help, and Aquarius is not going to even ask. A lot of the times, you know, it's that stubborn energy that they both have the ability to persist and resist the things that are taking away from their goals. And so when we go back and look at the Tower, what are the things that are needing to fall away that are keeping you from your structure, your composure, the things that what's the bottom of the deck? Three of Cups, the people that you're surrounding yourself with. I think in particular, it could be about how we share things with the people around us that we love, that we want their support, whether they're close friends, acquaintances, people on the street. Sometimes we overshare, and that oversharing puts a lot of different thoughts into our reality that aren't ours. And so it's remembering your core beliefs, that you can celebrate with other people and you can come together with other people, but that sense of privacy, and as something is becoming, right, as something is being born or being created, you don't want everybody involved in that process. So I think the Tower is showing you how to, in a sense, internalize these things and stick to your vision, and not letting the outside influences come in between your independence and what you're reaching for. So to go ahead and get a little bit deeper, how are we to integrate this Tower energy? Because I really do think, even though it didn't come out in the beginning, right? We look at the Two of Pentacles that I was talking about at the beginning of the reading, and it's that juggling. It's things falling away. It's like you're carrying too much and it's just falling, but you're just trying to get to the next spot, and you can't go back to pick it up, because if you pick it up, you might drop some more. So that Tower is really like the focal, because you're seeing now what you've let fall away. And maybe those things are things that you regret not going back and picking up because you were listening to other things, or maybe you were so fixed and stubborn on this one goal that you kind of left other things behind. There's quite a mix going on with that. And it's interesting that it felt like my tone was like, come softer, you know, like if those are things that you see as mistakes or regrets, allow yourself to one, feel the grief of it, right? Feel the pain. Three of Swords, Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Remembering and continuing to integrate those things. It's important, yeah, to remember those things, but not to let them become the heaviness that they can be. So again, how are we integrating this Tower? Six of Swords, King of Swords, the Fool. More Aries energy coming up, and I even see the King of Swords really showing up as Aquarius here too. So again, a big focus on our thoughts, our ability to leap. Look at that Tower just peeking out again, right? It really wants to be known here, because this restructure to our lives that we're wanting to build is something that's happening on a collective level. We can look at it in our communities, globally, and how things are not working for us, and we're hurting ourselves, or we're keeping ourselves stuck in cycles. And so smoother waters in how we communicate, right? The King of Swords knows when to communicate. They know when to hold back. They know that sometimes less is more. And keeping a sense of mystery, because when I look at the Fool too, it's this person that just kind of decides spontaneously, right, to go onto this journey and take what they have on their back. And it's brave and it's curious and adventurous. And right, we see it as foolish, we can see it as naive. But the sense is not letting the hurt and the heartbreak and the tower and the restructuring and the difficulties, right? Because it's not easy to make these changes, it's not letting those things become the heaviness that keep us stuck in cycles. I was kind of losing what I was feeling with that direct message in particular, because the sense to be able to play and exist in a world that makes it hard to play sometimes is remembering that you don't have to take things so seriously, and that sometimes being in the moment is the best thing you can do for your future, the best thing that you can do for yourself, because it's not applying the pressure that we typically see when we're thinking about building our legacy. And there is that. And I think there was a massive deconstruction of what we thought our legacy was. And as we move into something that's more integrated, more self, softer, calmer, slowing down. I mean, this even feels like a big change from the energy at the beginning of the reading, because it was just so ready to get out, but you're not going anywhere, right? You're just needing to sit and integrate and think about everything that you've been rejecting to process. Don't stuff things down if you feel it come up. Be mindful about why it's coming up, what those thoughts are, and allowing them to pass through and move through your body. Because when we start to put those thoughts, they go into places in our body, and they become stuck. They go somewhere, right? And just because it's not at the forefront doesn't mean that we're not feeling it. So I just want to close out. Nine of Swords, Queen of Cups. Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Remember, Uranus being in Gemini is a big help to the choices and the newness that we're experiencing. It allows us to move through those things quickly, like matching the Aries energy, but experimenting with it, playing with it. And when we have the Nine of Swords here and the Queen of Cups, soothe your anxieties. How are you soothing yourself? How are you calming yourself? Are you getting outside? Are you creating something? Are you allowing, it's like are you allowing your hands to make something and letting it get past the mind space? Just doing it. Just allowing yourself to do it, even if it's one step towards whatever it is that you're creating. One line that you write, because moving this energy out and offering it to the world, your community, to yourself, is a part of this process, so that you can stay in alignment, so that we're always going to encounter tower moments. We're always going to be called to grow and to restructure our lives. And so how you learn to do that for yourself is so important to the rest of your life. And keep being soft, keep doing it. You have something to offer, so allow yourself, even if it's to just you. All right, much love.